Hi everybody, this is Jason from Pillowiggin's Garden. And one of my winter projects this year was to redo all the bluebird houses on our property. I have about a dozen boxes on our acre homestead, and they're starting to get all cracked. This one actually was falling apart, so I brought it in to use it as a form that I can copy. I'll just take this all apart and run them on these new boards that I have. It should be a fairly simple project. I have several designs on our property, and this was my favorite style. So I'm pretty much gonna just copy this style and redo them all like this. As they fall apart, I'll replace them. So first things first, I'm gonna take this one apart real quick. Alright, and now I have this birdhouse taken apart. Here's my two sides. This is the actual length that I need. This one broke off. The only piece that I don't have is the very bottom, the base. I'll have to cut that out. I might even actually reuse some of this wood because it's in pretty decent shape yet. And probably even some of these longer screws. Some of these shorter ones aren't doing anything, but I can reuse the longer ones. So here's how I'll copy everything, and I'm just going to cut this out and show you what I come up with, and this should be pretty easy as I go. This is all virtually the same size wood, so I just mark it out right here, mark out my cuts, and then cut the pieces out and put them back together. I got a hole saw that I'll get for the proper size, and we'll go from there. Right here is both sides marked out, and the back and the top, and then I'll put those together and cut the front to fit. Just so you know, the angle of the roof is 22.5, so it's pretty easy. Comes right down on that line. Okay, this is how everything's fitting together. It's fitting together pretty good. The only thing I would do differently is I had to cut this with my skill saw, this angle. This was also 22.5, but I would make this board a little bit longer just for the next one. I'm going to make the roof stick out. Oh, I'd like to stick out, 3/4 of an inch past this board here, but now I'm going to rip this board into shape for the front. I got the sides and the roof on, just with 4 screws in back. It's pretty solid, just like that. And then here's the front. It just slides in there, and it's pretty tight, which is good. I'm going to put a screw on each side on top, and then just one right here on the bottom, and then I can loosen this screw out and flip this part out and clean the birdhouse out like that. So, and then I'll just cut a base out, and that'll sit in here. And then with those 2 top screws in, it just pops open like that. You can clean your house out. Push it back down in there. Put the screw, it's going to be right here. I did pre-drill most of my holes just because this is all reclaimed wood that's kind of old and a little bit brittle. So it's better just to pre-drill the holes so that they won't crack anymore than they already are, like that. But not bad for a first attempt. I'm going to make a few more, and then I think my wife's going to paint it. Okay, and here's the final product. Got the floor in there. Here is how you open it. Clean it out. Just put that screw back in. So in the middle of winter or early spring you can clean it out, and then I put just some vent holes on top. You can put a perch if you want, but you don't have to. The birds don't necessarily need it, the bluebirds. So I'm not going to. There you go. Well, and there you go. I made a total of 9 bluebird houses out of just some scrap lumber that I had around here. Most of it was 1x6. Some of it was a little larger, a little smaller also. And I hopefully will have 3 or 4 outside that I can also refab and restore, giving me about a dozen bluebird houses. And this is just a fabulous little addition to your property. Bluebirds and martins inhabit these quite regularly, and they're amazing and fun to watch, beautiful, and they also take care of a lot of insects that you don't want around, like the biting flies and the mosquitoes. So this is our way of taking care of those nasty bugs without spraying a bunch of chemicals. Plus you get to look at the beautiful birds all summer. So again, I wanted to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.